and a silly mid-on is in position. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's aggressively driven, but the fielder at mid-wicket runs around to secure it for a dot ball. So, gully, point, cover, mid-off are all far away. And, ooh, chops down on the Yorker for a dot ball. So, we've got point, cover and mid-off who are all on the circle, and then we've got a gully and a short cover, and that's the offside field, and then on the onside we have 3 fielders, and they're all on the circle at mid-on, mid-wicket and square leg. Comes into bowl, and it's aggressively driven, and it's through the gap between the mid-on fielder and the square leg, sorry, the mid-wicket fielder, and they'll get 2. Not a very good shot there. He did not get into position fast enough to actually get on top of the ball and launch it. He sort of got a very thick inside edge, and that's why you could hear it. It did not sound good off the bat. But he gets 2 for it. Comes into bowl. And it's through the gap. That's through the gap, and the fielder at cover has to run around and save it. They're going to go for 2. And I'm not sure how many they got there. They must have gotten 3. That was... must have... Yes, they did get 3. So... now they're just adjusting the field again. Alright. Comes into bowl. Tries to play it off the back foot, working it towards the backward point area, but unable to make a gap, unable to hit a gap, so a dot ball. Macleod definitely fancy this batsman. They are not allowing him any breathing space, trying to smother him. Comes into bowl. And it's cut, and it's straight to the fielder at point, and they go for a ping. No, wait, no, they didn't. Alright, good over there for Diamond Creek. It's 32 for 1. Comes into bowl. And he goes for, oh, he squirts it out through the gap between gully and point, and they're coming back for 2, and they're not going to go for a 3rd. So they just get 2 there. Comes into bowl and defended. Back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Oh, that's it. It's no. The keeper has failed to take the catch. They're going back for 2 and 4. Well, that is bad keeping. It was a half volley. Went for a cover drive shot. Thick edge. Went to the keeper's right. He had to move a bit, and it just seemed to hit the wrong part of his glove, his wrist, as though the ball just was too slow, and he just didn't. He just moved too fast for it, and in the end, it spilt through his hands, and it went down to, all the way to third man for 4. Short boundary, straight to wicket here at Coventry Oval, and a good wild shot there. Very, very ugly shot. So, silly mid-on is still in position, and there's gully and a regulation cover. Those are the only close infielders. And they get a 1 there. That is very good running. The gap that he had to hit it through, where he had to beat in between the mid-off, the cover and the mid-off, is only very slight. So to actually hit it and then immediately call, you have to be really sure that you hit it exactly the right way that you wanted to, and it's going in the direction you wanted to. So very, very good batting. I'm very impressive from that batsman. Comes into bowl. Tries to play some sort of squirty shot down to third man, but fails. So another good over for Diamond Creek. It's 39 for no loss. Okay. This is the 16th over, bowling at the Elizabeth end. Comes into bowl. And it's a full toss, but hits the toe of the bat, and the fielder at silly mid-on is able to collect it. Other than the fielder at silly mid-on and the gully, everyone is pretty much on the circle. Comes into bowl. And again, this time it's a drive and it goes to mid-wicket for a dog ball. This batsman, his bottom hand is just controlling his drive, and he keeps getting these inside edges. Either I'm not sure what he's like. Is he trying to hit it through the covers and he's failing, or is this his style of stroke play? I'm not sure yet. Comes into bowl. Oh, there we go. Big shot. 4 runs. Well, that was well hit. That was a different ball, because instead of the ball being outside of his line where he had to try to hit it onto the offside and his bottom hand took over, that was hitting straight towards him. That was a straight ball, and he was able to get underneath it, and his bottom hand was able to launch it. That was a very different ball for a different shot. Oh, inside edge. Comes into bowl. Oh, cut, and the fielder at point fails to secure it, and the fielder at cover has to run around, so they get 1 run for it. So just 4 overs to go before the drinks break to mark halfway through the innings. Normally it's the first half the bowlers dominate, the second half the batsmen dominate. So good stuff for Diamond Creek to only lose 1 wicket so far. We've only just a few overs to go before it's time for them to go on the attack. End of the over. It's 44 for 1. Okay, continuing to bowl from the Diamond Creek trail end. Comes into bowl. And it's a full toss, and he drives it straight, and they're going to go for it. Oh! One run there. So, it was a full toss, he drove it down to mid-off. The mid-off fielder had a throw and hit the batsman, and so they get home for 1 run. Just adjusting the field. Now we've got a short third. Is that it? The gully has moved to a short third man. The point fielder and the cover fielder are on the ring. The cover fielder is moving over to a cover point, and the short cover is moving into a regulation cover. So there's cover point. Maybe that's maybe a backward point. Backward point, cover point, cover and then mid off. Wait, no, the fielder at cover is moved back to a short cover. Okay. Comes into bowl and tries to work it, but goes to the short third man for a dot ball. And then on the leg side we have a short fine leg, a mid wicket on the line, a regulation mid on, and then a short mid wicket. So the two short fielders there, both halfway through the pitch, and then everyone else is pretty much either regulation or on the circle. Comes into bowl. Oh! Well, it was outside the off stump. A very aggressive forward defence for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's an aggressive slog, and it goes through in the air, and the fielder at mid-on has to run around. They're going to go for two, they're going to go for the third. Three runs there, very aggressive shot out of nowhere because the batsman was playing very defensively and very carefully, and then he just launched into it by moving his front foot to give him some real swinging room, allow the arc of his stroke to come into play, and he hit it very hard, very high in the air, and in the end the fielder at mid-on had to run around quite a distance to secure it and throw it back. Comes into bowl. And it's a full toss, and it's leg glanced, and the fielder at mid... And they're going to get a quick single there. So the fielder at mid-wicket was unable to secure it, unable to grab it, and so the fielder at mid-on had to run around to defensively to stop it from going for any more. So they get a quick single there. Very aggressive batting. I'm very much enjoying this. Comes into bowl. And again, a forward defensive shot. Good over once again for Diamond Creek. It is 49 for 1. And what is going on now? The wicketkeeper has decided by going up to the stumps for this bowler he will be using a helmet. Smart move. Still there's a lot of dialogue. The over rate is nothing like we've seen in the previous grades where they seem to be bowling much faster. There's a lot more chat about what exactly the right positions are, and we've got a fielder in the deep actually. We've got a fielder in the deep. Right there. And still more decision making. What is going on? Alright, we're going to have to go for... Oh, there's two deep fielders. Alright, Okay, here we go. First ball. Whoa! Well, first ball by the off spinner, cover drive straight to the fielder at short cover. Now, that was a remarkable piece of cricket because it was the bowler who insisted on there being that short fielder at short cover. He wasn't happy with the four fielders along the ring to defend from the aggressive shot, and so he insisted on the attacking fielder, and it paid off with a catch, and so the other opener is gone. And there comes the new batsman. No words exchanged, and so suddenly just a bit of a sniff here for Macleod, because at 1/449 you would have to say with just 3 overs to go before the drinks break that Diamond Creek are in a great position and they could be looking at a big score come the second half of the innings. But now, with the two openers gone, with the left-handed batsman at number 3 having been a mixture of defensive shots and attacking, but definitely not in control of play, and definitely not dominating proceedings. So the question would be then, what's going to happen for these next 2.5 overs? What type of game are we going to be looking at come the drinks break? Because now it's 2 for 49, and well, it could go either way from here. It could Diamond Creek could continue their good scoring, or things could be really shut down from here, and then trouble will ensue for Diamond Creek, and we might see a rather low score. So let's just see what they're really focusing on getting the field right. Lots of fielders in close, and there's still more discussion. So there's slip, short cover, cover and backward point are on the ring. There is a short mid-wicket, mid on. Now the point has moved, and so the point fielder has moved to square leg, and the fielder has moved into point. Okay, so let's wait until he has bowled a ball, and then I'll explain the entire field. This is going to be one of the longest overs we'll ever see. Here we go. Okay, second ball of the over. And he chopped it down. Okay, so mid-off, short cover, cover, point, slip. Comes into bowl. Ooh. The 3 fielders are on the line, and then the short cover and then the slip are in regulation. Comes into bowl. And again tries to play a leg glance shot for a dot ball. And then on the leg side we have square leg, mid on, short-ish mid-wicket, and then a fielder on the deep at Cal's corner. And, oh, it's cut, and he dragged it down, but he's short and wide, and he went for the cut shot, and they decide not to go for the third. So just the 2 runs there. The bowler is getting some really good revs on the ball, and he just drags it down where he puts his top finger too much trying to spin the ball, and that's what causes the drag down. And so comes into bowl and defensively blocked. Alright, end of the over. It's 51 for 2. Okay, it looks to be a... is this a change of the bowling? I'm not quite sure, we'll just have to... Yes, it is. It's a change of the bowling. Okay. Okay, we can... Let's have first ball of this over. Alright, so this seems to be a right arm medium bowler bowling at the Diamond Creek trail end. Was short of a length, tried to play a leg glance off the hip, but didn't hit it into the gap, and so it just went to the fielder at mid-wicket for a dot ball. Comes into bowl, and left alone outside the off stump. Just This is the second last over before the drinks break, and this is a very gentle medium pacer. And there's the gap. There's the gap, and so they get one run there. So 2 left-handers now are in, and field is reasonably defensive. No slips or gully. Comes into bowl and defended off the front foot. So short third man, point, cover, mid-off, all on the line, and then a short cover. Four runs, well hit. That's another great slog where you get underneath it, you get your wrists into position, you make sure that your body weight is nice and low, and then you launch into it. And that is the best way to hit a boundary. And it's caused a defensive. The fielder has remained deep, and so the captain of Macleod has been terrified by that boundary to concede that fielder. End of the over. It's 56 for 2. Alright. Comes into bowl and defended off the front foot. So this is the 20th over. Last over before the drinks break. Comes into bowl and tries to work the leg side, but fails, and so it's a dot ball. Comes into bowl and leaves alone, and the keeper once again bumbles it. So, but this time no buys because there's the fielder at slip there to secure it. Comes into bowl. Oh, that was a bit of a. I think that was the change-up ball. That looked like the straight ball. Comes in the bowl. And again defended off the front foot. So now just to the change-up for the final ball of the session. Final ball of the over, going over the wicket. Here we go. Wow, what a moment. Final ball before the drinks break, wicket LBW. It's 56 for 3. Wicket maiden. Well, the great start that Diamond Creek had has been somewhat ruined, because now they've lost 2 wickets in quick succession. Now they've got to be wondering how are they going to advance to score something big. Look, they've got good runs, 50 runs from the first 20 overs. They're nearly going at 3 runs and over. They're in good position in terms of the runs, but now they've lost 3 wickets. And they've got to think about how they're going to launch into an attack come the second half, and so they've got to have a bit of a plan in mind about how they're going to do this. So the umpires and the batsmen are having their beverages, and so we're going to take a break now, and when we come back we will have a continuation of play, but for now, enjoy this photo montage.
Little tomcat, stay close to me, 'cause there are clouds on the horizon and a chill on the breeze. We're alone here, but don't you be scared. I've got a calloused hand, a farmer's tan, and I'm happy to share. You and I will both get by. Just promise you won't stray. All that I need is some dirt and a seed, and I will feed you till the summer blows away. Little tomcat, don't be afraid when there's a stirring in the meadow or a noise in the shade. I'll defend you and lead you from harm. If you should find yourself in peril, I will guard you in my arms. You and I will both get by. Just promise you won't stray. All that I need is some dirt and a seed, and I will feed you till the summer blows away. I've seen people come and depart. With everyone there's a start and there's an end. I'm sick and tired of failed desire. What I really need is just a friend. Little tomcat, don't let me down, 'cause I have spent so long forsaken in this lonely old town. You don't judge me or tell me I'm wrong. If you will take me as I am, then I will take you along. You and I will both get by. Just promise you won't stray. All that I need is some dirt and a seed, and I will feed you till the summer blows away. All that I need is some dirt and a seed, and I will feed you till the summer blows away.
And welcome back. So, they've had the drinks break. The players have had their beverages. It's 56 for free. Coming into the 21st over. The new batsman is at the non-striker's end. We're going to be seeing a continuation of this medium pace bowler from the Diamond Creek Trail end. Even though the new ball bowlers have been seen off, it seems to be that these change-ups, these medium pace bowlers and these spinners, are of sufficient quality that Diamond Creek are unable to really step up to the next gear in terms of scoring and aggression. Okay, first ball comes into bowl and left alone outside the off stump. Back. Oh, short third man. Cover. Point. And it's aggressively slapped. And the fielder in the deep on the leg side has it. And just the one run. So. Okay, now we've got the change of the batsman, so the new batsman is on strike. And captain is just organising everything. Okay. Comes into bowl. And tries to play a leg glance, but straight to square, to mid-wicket for a dot ball. Okay, so for this fielder, backward... so short a third man, point, cover, mid-off, so 4 fielders on the ring, and then a short cover. And leg lanced, and the short fine leg is there. And then on the leg side we have short fine leg / backward square leg, then a mid-wicket and a mid-on, It's full toss, and again it's driven to mid-wicket. So mid-wicket is regulation, and then the other two are on the line. And then we have a deep fielder, a deep mid-wicket near the goalposts. Comes into bowl. Oh! And the fielder has missed it. And so he's got to run back towards the goalpost, getting 2 runs there. And they've got to go for the third. And oh dear! What a shot there. They should be excited. That was unbelievable. Hitting the stumps from a direct throw. Wow. What an amazing thing we've just seen. So I'm not 100% sure that we know how many runs were scored off that ball. I think it was 2, and they got run out going for the third. So we'll just have to double check. Wow, that's pretty much the worst thing that could possibly have happened for Diamond Creek in this situation, but it's an amazing thing for Macleod, because the score has gone from being 1 for 49 to now 4 for, I think it would be 59, so losing 3 wickets for 3 wickets for... Oh, it is the end of the over, okay. So this is the 22nd over, and the off spinner is to continue to bowl. Slip, backward point, cover point, both cover point and back... Wait, no. So... regulation, backward point, cover on the line, short cover, mid off and mid on both on the line, and then a short-ish mid wicket, and then a backward square leg on the line, and then a fielder deep in the mid wicket region. And that southerly breeze has hit us, that the Weather Bureau said. It is quite pleasant. It is a very gentle, strongish southerly breeze, and it's a bowls it, and it's a full toss, very low full toss, tries to drive it but just pushes it back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and squirts it out, but does not try and go for a run, even though it went to a little bit of a gap between the short cover and the cover fielders on the line. And so now Macleod seem to be thinking that they can apply the squeeze. 3 wickets for 10 runs. Very good position they're in right now. And once again, the off-spinner bowler trying to be as aggro as he can be, but the batsman at the striker's end just seems to be uninterested. He just seems to be trying to hold things together, and he's not paying attention to what the bowler's doing. And tries to leg glance it, but straight to the fielder at square leg for a dot ball. Lots of chatter from the Macleod team. They are really trying to take advantage of this situation with lots of boisterousness. Ooh! Wow, this bowler is doing some exciting stuff. And here comes more southerly breeze. Comes into bowl. And again, left out alone outside the off stump. That's a maiden. End of the over. and comes into bowl, and it's pushed in a very aggressive block shot to mid-off for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and tries to leg glance it, and an indecision. We've already seen 2 run-outs, so surely the Diamond Creek batsman will be twice burnt, 3rd time shy. Comes into bowl, and well played defensively off the back foot for a dot ball. Comes into bowl, and it's a full toss, and it's driven, and it beats the gap in the short cover region, and so the fielder at mid-off has to run around, and it's just the 1 run, just the 1 run. They did not think of taking a second, even though there might have been one if they had have really gone for it. Just adjusting the field, so the fielder in the deep on the leg side at the deepish mid wicket near the goalposts has come up to a regulation square leg and left alone outside the off stump. So now there's 4 fielders on the line, 1 short on the offside, and then 2 fielders on the line, no, 3 fielders on the line on the leg side, and then 1 regulation. And it's a huge full toss, and it's leg glance, and it beats the gap between the fielders, so the mid-wicket and the long off, the mid-on are running around, and they chase it, and they get the 2. Or is it 3? I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. Comes into bowl, and leg glanced, but oh, bad running there. End of the over. The off spinner is to continue to bowl from the Elizabeth end. And, ooh, tries to play a leg glance shot, but it goes to the fielder at mid-on for a dot ball. Comes into ball. Ooh, leg glance, and they're going to get 1. Comes into bowl, and defensively pushed onto the offside for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Oh well, it was a half a volley outside the off stump. Tried to go on a swish it onto the leg side, thick inside edge, and the fielder at short mid-wicket tried to take a dive, but just couldn't reach it. So very good effort from him. And they're really on top of their game, Macleod, really trying to get those chances. And defensively pushed for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. And left alone outside the off stump. End of the over. Still more chatter. Trying to get the field exactly right. The medium face bowler is to continue to bowl from the Diamond Creek trail end. And out. Short, outside the off stump. Tried to play the pull shot. Top edged. The fielder at mid on did very well. Kept his eye on it. Tried to make up the ground that he needed to. And then as he took the ball, he allowed his body to just keep running in order to absorb the force. And yeah, really well taken. You know, it's very difficult to do two things at once, both run into position where you think the ball's going to be, get your arms into position, and keep your eye on the ball, and he was able to do it. So a very successful catch there. And so another wicket has fallen. It is 66 for 5. The amazing position that Diamond Creek had gotten themselves into is just being wasted away now. And now, what are they going to do? They got 15 overs to go before the end of the innings, and they need to like double their score at the minimum. And they've only got 5 wickets in hand. I'm not sure what Diamond Creek can do from here. And tries to leg glance it, but straight to the fielder at short mid wicket. Comes into bowl and aggressively pushed the lock shot straight back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and short of a length, left outside the off stump. Comes into bowl and again left outside the off stump. There is quite a crowd around here. I'm detecting about 20 or so people doing various things, either watching the game or playing in the nets. So we've got a very large group of people around here in Coventry Oval. Comes into bowl and tries to play the leg glance shot, but fails, so it goes back to the bowler for a dot ball. A wicket maiden. It's 66 for 5. The off-spin bowler is to continue to bowl from the Elizabeth end. There is still the one deep fielder at the Cow's Corner region. Comes into bowl. Leaves alone outside the off stump. Comes into bowl. And driven, and the fielder there. The bowler tries to field it, gets a palm onto it, and it goes to the mid-off fielder for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Again, left outside the off stump. He's giving the ball lots and lots of revs, but he's pitching it far away enough from the off stump that the batsman can leave it even though it's spinning back into him. Comes into bowl. And A wild slog shot, very badly played, thick leading edge, and it goes into the gap between mid, off and cover, and they have to chase it down, so they come back for 2. That is not a well played shot there. It's a shot of desperation rather than precision. Oh, and that was a full ball. Tried to play it as a full toss, but it dipped on him, and in the end he clamped it down on it as like a Yorker. Comes in the bowl, and oh, again tries to play the ball as a full toss, and the ball dips on him on the last second, and in the end he has to play it as a Yorker. So some very, very exciting bowling. It's 68 for 5.